This review is of the Jungle Jim's International Market Sushi Bar Chef Sampler A. And there's a long list of ingredients right here. And you know what? I'm going to make everything go sliding all over the place. So I'm going to try to do this a different way. I'm going to take you, put you here, and then I'm going to let you do the reading. Here we go. All right, so ingredient. Oh, there we go. Ah! Everything's in the way. Ingredients. Very, very long list. And nutrition facts. And now I'm going to put you back up in your place. You're trapped again. All right.
Salmon, tuna.
Okay, so my daughter says that the darker colored one is tuna and the lighter colored one is salmon, which makes sense. There's also ginger and wasabi, and like I reported in my other review of Jungle Jim's California roll, the ginger was processed in a way that does not, that it kind of enhances. There's a little bit of, okay, so ginger's a rhizome, which is a root, a kind of root that can be eaten, at least in this case. And if you don't pickle it correctly, it enhances this flavor it's got that is kind of moldy. If you do it right, it tastes really good. Unfortunately, Jungle Jim's doesn't know how to do it right. And then the, I hate this stupid fake grass crap. And then the wasabi, now that should be enough to give me a huge burst of spiciness up into my nose area, in the nasopharyngeal cavity. Nothing. Oh, finally, a little bit. So that should have been an intense blast into my nasopharyngeal cavity, which is behind the nose area. But it was just a very small, fast sensation in that area. So it's pretty lame. Okay, now, I don't know the differences between all these kinds of sashimi because I don't
This is
order.
sashimi. This is the sushi rolls.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's sashimi, which has the fish on the outside, and then there is the sushi, which has the fish on the inside. But it's all raw, so they prepare it specially. So if you don't see any more videos from me, it means I died eating this. Alright, so I'm going to get myself one of the tuna sushis and one of the tuna... This looks like it's just...
It's a roll of rice.
Glutinous rice and... Oh my gosh. And sushi. Or sorry, not sushi. Tuna. And then I'll get one of these rolls that has the tuna on top, and it's got some sushi other stuff in there, like it looks like avocado and fake crab meat. And I'll do the same on the other side. Salmon. But there's only one of the salmon ones. Mm-hmm. Can you cut that so we can share that? And then I'll get a piece of this Salmon Sushi. Now it gave us two of the tuna with glutinous rice, but only one of the salmon with glutinous rice. Which one do you want?
There's only one.
Honey, there's this one here.
Oh, okay.
Which one do you want?
I don't care.
Choose one.
Choose.
Oh, they also give you some low sodium soy sauce. Sushi soy sauce. I don't know how sushi soy sauce differs from other soy sauces. But I have to say, if this is... I may be using the soy sauce, depending on what it tastes like. Alright. So, how does that taste? Now,
Good.
I would recommend, since this is not very good ginger, that you put it on your sushi or sashimi along with substandard wasabi, and then heat it up. Tastes fine. That was the salmon one. Now I'll do the tuna one. Oh dear. I'm losing all my ingredients here. Now, no, I'm eating this with wasabi and ginger, which together creates a nice balance of flavors.
I'm gonna have you ready to try it a little.
Now I'm just going to take one without sushi, without wasabi and ginger, and try it that way. There's the salmon. A little bit of sweetness. But ultimately it's a pretty mild flavor. Now I don't eat a lot of tuna for the very simple reason that tuna tends to contain a lot of mercury or quicksilver in it. So, I almost said urine. Shush. And if you get too much urine, shoot. Just like drinking too much urine or seawater, you'll go crazy. I mean, like bunkers, like Mad Hatter and Alice in Wonderland bunkers. A little bit of fishiness on the tuna. Just a little bit. The taste is different from the salmon. I think if you want a stronger flavor, the tuna one is a bit stronger flavored. But I'm not talking about the fish necessarily. I'm just talking about the overall flavor. The salmon one, it seems to have less, a milder flavor, I guess you could say. So now, I'll try this one. Mild, but nice. It doesn't taste fishy, which it shouldn't, because it should be fresh tuna or salmon.
It's not very fresh.
Salmon is. It's the tuna that's the problem, I think. That was actually good. That actually was better than the small one with tuna. Has some sweetness and barely any fishiness. That's yours. So that's not bad. And I guess now I really don't see the point in just doing this. I mean, this just seems to me to be silly. Just rice and fish, but
No, people like that.
there's a little bit of ginger flavor from it being next to the ginger. Oh dear. I think what I'm going to do here is put some of the ginger, the crappy ginger, on here. Now, I don't know if genuine Japanese ginger tastes like this, or if it tastes like what I've had in hibachi houses, like Benihana's. But I definitely prefer the stuff that was in Benihana's over this stuff. And I'm going to get some wasabi. Okay. That, that's fine. Oh my. The tuna does not want to be cut. It's like not as bad as cutting the cheese. But it's definitely a challenge. Okay. This was not next to the ginger. This was next to the wasabi. So there shouldn't be any wasabi flavor though. And nope, no wasabi flavor. All right. So my recommendation is with the sashimi that's just rice and fish that you add some ginger, and if you like the wasabi, add some wasabi to it as well. Just because otherwise it's just kind of, there's really not much of a flavor to it. I think it's, I don't know, kind of boring. But if you don't want to, that's okay too. I'm gonna say that it's not amazing sushi. It's not bad sushi. I've never really had sashimi before. Ooh, excuse me, because I was kind of turned off by the idea of eating raw fish. But it's not bad, and I'll eat it again, actually. But I think I'd like to find a better place than Jungle Gems. So, ooh, oh, okay, there we go. Ah, that was nice. That at the bottom, the wasabi at the bottom is where all the spices, for some reason, the spiciness went to the bottom. So now I'm adding a little bit of the soy sauce to this. It's not easy to pour it. Different kind of flavor. I think they must use gluten. Or wheat. Yep. I can definitely taste the wheat in the soy sauce. So if you've got a gluten intolerance, or worse yet, celiac disease, definitely stay away from the soy sauce. But now I'm going to enjoy some of the sushi, or sashimi, I mean, with the soy sauce on it. Oh, by the way, if you do not have gluten intolerance or a problem with celiac disease, you should not avoid gluten, because actually it is kind of an important part of our diet. Supposedly, the doctors never seem to be able to make up their mind, because there's always somebody that's being paid off by some industry or other to say what the industry wants them to say, instead of telling the truth. There are just too many people who don't care about anything other than money. And that is the big reason our world is so screwed up. Okay. Yeah. take my last bites in front of you. I'm not a sushi expert. I can say that this sushi and sashimi, which I've never had before, like I said, is pretty fresh. Very little fishiness to any of it. Most of it had no fishiness. And I ate half. My daughter ate the other half. So, and there's, I think that I like this because there's a variety of different options there on the, and slightly different flavors. Although it is all mild, and then you can spice it up with the ginger and wasabi and soy as you please. So I think I'll give it a 6.5. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.